live on YouTube, Captainheel, and my special guest, Boondocks Classic. What is up?
What is up?
The last
I
time
I
is now.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Here, let me help you. So,
All right.
John Cena. We know that he has basically two more dates. He has War Games, and we know that it's Dirty Dom versus John Cena. And obviously, they're doing the last time is now final opponent tournament for Saturday night's main event, whatever his final opponent is. How do you feel? Like, what's your take on John Cena's final run? Is it what you expected? Is it kind of like, where do you gauge it?
Entertaining.
So,
Kind of like to see the conclusion of it.
yeah. What would you say was the high and what was the lowest point?
Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo.
You know it.
The heel turn.
It could have been done better.
Would you say, like, the initial peak or like when The Rock did that in that moment, everyone I felt like was on board. I was on board. Like, you had everyone's attention for that
Yes.
moment, and then it's just what I don't understand is if that was your plan to turn John Cena heel and go that route, fine. But then you're telling me, and reports are coming out that you really had no plan all along what to do with it. You were going off the feedback of the fans initially to try to give you a baseline story. They had the fans here.
Yeah, they had the fans, but I think the problem was they waited too long to execute it. If you remember when he turned heel, I think he was gone for close to a month.
They show what I don't understand is that if that's the case, that's fine. They could have filmed, you know,
Couple of
pre stuff
vignettes, yeah.
backstage. I think The Rock just after that happened being kind of non-existent kind of killed it for me
Yeah.
because I felt like, okay, he's the puppet master. He's initially telling John Cena what to do. He's the lackey,
Yeah.
you know. Like, it would be mind blowing. Like, we know John Cena just won the Intercontinental Championship. What if, like, in that moment, I'm just speaking gibberish now. Like, what if The Rock came out and be like, no, 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 you don't deserve it.
Mm, no.
It just, I feel like it. I mean, Travis Scott, that was like,
That was yeah.
it was horrible. I didn't see the point of bringing Travis Scott there and like to get the moment that we got at WrestleMania. The spot that Travis Scott did, I feel like that should have been The Rock. It would have made more sense for The Rock doing that. The Rock coming out
Yeah.
and saying like, "You failed me."
I I don't know. I don't even know how to wrap my brain around the whole situation of what happened.
So let me say this: like, John Cena's whole last retirement, blah blah blah. Should The Rock get one, or do you think The Rock is done?
I think The Rock is done. I feel he might come out every once in a blue moon to pop the odd, but
Right. I
beyond
feel,
that,
and then the WrestleMania before, I feel like we got like it was let down because I wanted to see Rock Roman. I kind of still want to see it. I feel like
No, it missed its time.
it's kind of like the Jay Uso versus Jimmy. They had their chance at WrestleMania. It was just,
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
no,
And you know who I feel bad for almost is Jimmy, because I don't know, like we saw, okay, the whole main event. Jay, we know Jay's entertaining. Jay got the title. Then they took it off of him. Like, it brings me to, like, who's gonna win the next Money in the Bank? I think it should be LA Knight. Even if he's just a transitional champion for, like, I don't know, that Seth Rollins comes back or something like that. Like, I feel like LA Knight is just getting shafted.
watch out.
LA Knight is I don't even know what they're doing with LA Knight anymore. Do they just turn him heel at this point? Because if he's not winning anything, what are you doing with him?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. I think they should just turn him heel.
No, what they should do is they should pretend he was never in the WWE, and then bring him back 2 months later under a new name,
What was his before? Was it Maxine or something?
Max Dupree,
Max Dupree?
Maxine's brother.
Yeah. Shout out to her winning the title, which I was actually surprised. And you can tell that WWE's, giving her the opportunity to, with the Rocket. And I think that's great. I think there's potential with her.
Sorry, I'm wrestling my son here.
Hey, hey, hey. One, two, two. All right, so going to what we know with war games so far, like what do you think? It's just, what's the point of war games? Like, Cody's not even going to defend the title as far as I know.
No, you don't want him to defend the title because, yeah,
It's war games. I think when they brought back war games for, like, the main roster, because we know NXT,
I think
did some.
I think it was better in NXT.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Well,
feel like it's. I don't see the point.
well, even back in the day, when it was back on WCW and I watched it, I didn't really care for war games back then either.
I don't like it. Like, it would make sense, like, from the NXT point of view, if it was like, all right, winner moves to the main roster. You know, I don't know,
Well,
something like
there's
that.
more than one winner.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of war games, survivors. I've never been a fan of Survivor Series in general. I think that's, out of the four big pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever you want to call it. So we know it's Royal Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. And I think out of the four, Survivor Series is the worst one. You're kind of just buying time. It's kind of like the last real big PLE before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then what? What is it? Not Backlash. Is it back? No, Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, those gimmicky matches I've never really cared for.
I think, and I've been advocating this for so long. I think they need to bring back Taboo Tuesday. Form it into a new PLE where you have the fans vote the matches, stipulations, and especially with this social media and everything that it's been. Why not? You would have the highest numbers. you'd have the fans involved.
No, WWE likes to pretend the fans don't exist.
They don't. They don't. What bothers me is like they don't finish storylines, or like I don't know, a random WWE wrestler will just be gone out of thin air. Carlito here today, gone tomorrow. Karrion Cross. They messed up Karrion Cross. I don't care what anybody says. WWE messed up.
Well,
They
they're
fumbled
they're
it. They fumbled
they're
Karrion
they're,
Cross.
they're fixing it with Aleister Black.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything. All SmackDown's known for now is having wardrobe malfunctions and basically nothing. What did you
But
think, huh? What did you think of Gunther versus Javon Williams?
that was decent.
I think, man, he brought it, man. Like, I think,
I That was decent. You couldn't really complain too much about that match.
and I hate to make this comparison. I think he was a more polished, um, um, was not trying Kofi,
Mm, I don't like
more
Kofi.
polished. Kind of reminded me of Kofi a little bit.
Hey yo,
Very energetic, high flying.
he seems like a more charismatic Ricochet.
You mentioned Ricochet in AEW. Do you have a favorite AEW wrestler? Non WWE guy, former ex.
Uh, Samoa Joe and Danhausen.
Is he still signed with AEW?
I don't know. I don't watch AEW. I gotta start watching it again.
It's funny that they're on. Do you think like how AEW, like we have wrestling throughout the week? We have obviously Mondays Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays NXT, Wednesdays AEW Dynamite, Thursdays TNA, Friday is SmackDown, and whatever show on the weekend, Saturday maybe PLE or TNA or AEW PLE. Do you think it's like it's too much wrestling to keep up with for the average fan?
Average fan, no.
Or do you think the average fan either leans AEW or WWE? To watch all that wrestling, you have to be like, I love wrestling and I'm watching everything every day.
If I grew up watching that much wrestling, I would have probably got burnt out of it pretty quickly.
Right.
I mean, we had that many things. I mean, we had the WWF, we had WCW, we had ECW, we had New Japan, and there was ways to watch all that stuff, but as easily accessible as wrestling is now, because you could go on YouTube now and watch an indie show live, or you can watch TNA, or you can watch whatever. Yeah. I I think if I had so much access to wrestling, even old stuff as there is today, I think I'd have got burnt out pretty quickly.
It's funny you mentioned like the indie scene. Do you think like with social media and just everything that it is now, it's easier for wrestlers to get noticed, but harder for wrestlers to get signed?
I think it's harder for wrestlers to get noticed because in today's society, I feel like you're gonna have to do the craziest, extreme, biggest thing just to trend.
To go viral, right?
I mean, you could take someone like Sammy Guevara. You remember when he was starting to blow up, and
Right.
then you just kind of quit hearing about him, and it had nothing to do with him. It was just there was just all of a sudden another superstar that was just a tad better or better at editing or whatever it was, and everyone forgot about the Spanish God. I've kind of noticed that a lot lately. Like I remember when everything was this wrestler and then he disappeared and then it was Marty Scrawl and then he disappeared. Then it was this guy and he disappeared and then it was another guy, then it was Sammy Guevara, then it was this guy and then that guy. Yeah,
What's something that the current WWE product is doing that you feel like AEW can kind of capitalize on or just have a better product?
the my biggest problem with AEW is I don't like the it's funny to say because I grew up with ECW, but I really don't care for that blood and gore sense of things.
And I feel like that's what AEW's been doing lately. That's not needed.
It, it I wouldn't say it turns me off. It it takes my attention away when they constantly do it. If it was every now and then or an accidental, that's cool. But yeah, it kind of seems like it's almost every other person doing it.
Right. So back on the WWE end for um, the John Cena, we had mentioned before, like just your initial thoughts on his, his final run. Definitely, I feel like WWE did capitalize on the merch for his final run. Like every
Oh,
day,
John Cena's the king of merch.
every color, fruity pebbles, every color. There's a John Cena shirt out there. There's not one color
It,
I can't think of that they
I
didn't
was
do a
just gonna
shirt.
say that if you think about it, is there one color that Cena has not wore?
Everything, just about everything that I can think of.
I've
You would have to think of a color that's not in the original colors.
no, I mean I've seen the guy wearing maroon, neon yellow, orange, violet, pink. You could say white. You never see him wearing white, but if you go back when he was doing that Doctor Thugonomics and that, he wore a lot of white.
Well, for the Royal Rumble in Indy, he did have like the white, but it was with the blue, kind of the Indianapolis colors for the Colts.
I mean dominated white.
Yeah. Do you think like remember Goldberg's retirement match against Gunther?
Yeah.
Like his speech at the end was cut off. What I don't understand from that, I feel like they could have done let him have his match and let him do a speech on Raw for like where it could at least be like 8 minutes or longer, 10 minutes, whatever, however long they see for time fit. Do you think they'll do that with John Cena, or do you think, or they'll actually make time? have him open, right? Have him open. Would okay? Let me ask you this: for main event, would you have him open or close the show?
John Cena,
Because then I've got a question for you on either side of it.
probably open.
Okay, perfect. So if they open with John Cena, then they end it with John Cena, meaning he comes back out to give his retirement, farewell to the fans, or you do it on Raw the next, or not
You
the next night.
you kind of gave me an idea. What would be kind of cool? What if Cena beats Dominic?
At War Games.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he does his retirement match or whatever, and he wins or loses, doesn't matter.
Now, is
And
the title on the line though? If
no,
he, okay, okay.
and then he comes back at Raw. He comes back at Raw to do his farewell speech and relinquishes the title. It'd be different.
Okay, so if you were a wrestler, like, and you had the career that John Cena did, right? And it's your last
I would have
match.
retired like 10 years ago.
It's your last match, and you're doing what's good for business. Would you want to win your last match or
No,
lose? You'd
I'd
want to lose.
lose.
You want to pay it forward.
Yeah,
You want it to mean something.
I
I
would want an upcoming superstar that could benefit from it.
I think at War Games, I think Dominic retains, gets his championship back. I think that's the way it should be. In a cheating way,
Yeah, of course.
he's got to cheat to win. I mean, that's just what it is. And then, I just Gunther doesn't need it. If it is Gunther, I'm not gonna sit there and like hate it, but I don't want it to be Gunther. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need that rub.
Yeah, he doesn't need that push.
I mean, let's
He's
go through
pretty
the
good without it.
on the Raw roster. Who would you say? Let's go through the Raw and SmackDown Raw. Who's worthy of that spot on Raw?
Groundbreaker.
Braun Breaker. That's about it, right? I mean,
Right now, yeah.
I can't really think of anyone on SmackDown.
Cody.
Cody's champion though. He doesn't need that. Um, I honestly can't think of anybody
Undertaker.
except one person.
Paul Heyman.
Yes. No. And I kind of flip out if this happens. Say his name
No.
and he appears. Joe
No,
Henry.
he's got a legacy all his own. He wouldn't need that push.
And if it is Joe Henry,
Is he even in the tournament? No.
no. If it is Joe Henry, right here on YouTube Live, we're going to come back on. If John Cena's final opponent is Joe Henry, you
How is
have
that
to
possible?
say,
He's not even in the lineup.
hey, man, never say never. Anything could happen.
You
Vince
just
McMahon
wishing
tore both of his quads.
you just wishing ill on people.
If it is Joe Henry, you have to go on YouTube Live on the Captainheel show and say, I believe in Joe Henry. That's all I want you to do.
Not as a push for Cena. No.
No? Let's find out. I remember everyone saying, "No, no, CM Punk's not gonna come back," and what happened? But I believe,
To his credit, that is not CM Punk.
I
That
believe
is a
in Joe
polished
Henry.
that is a polished corporate CM Punk. That's not the real CM Punk.
That's he just lost. That's funny you bring that up because I watched some clips on it. He has the thing happen with Jack Perry and AEW. All of a sudden he doesn't have a job anymore, and now he's just like, oh, we'll work it out with Triple H and everything. Like, nah, bro, like that was it. That was gonna be your moment. Let's let's see what I comment here. Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, Solo Sokoa, Damian Priest. Too early for Joe Henry to grab the big title.
No, we're more talking about who deserves the push off of a win of John Cena's last match.
I wouldn't have a problem if it's Joe Henry. All right, so he's got the repetition. He'll if he comes to WWE has the merch on lock. He'll be top
I could
five merch.
I could see Solo. I could see Solo taking that push. I could see Braun taking that push.
I wouldn't hate it if it was Braun Breaker.
No, I
That
don't
would kind of
think
be.
I don't think Gunther needs it.
Gunther doesn't
Uh,
need it
Braun could use it. I don't even know who's all in the lineup. Who's all in the lineup?
in the current tournament.
Yeah.
Man, I have to look it up. I know you still have Gunther, Solo. Solo just beat Woo Woo Woo. No, was it?
Yeah.
Was it? No, I'm getting confused.
Solo had. Oh my
Yes,
god.
Solo.
Well, I'm just gonna go with that. If I had to pick anybody that deserves that push, it would either be Braun or Solo,
The
or
you
or Brock Lesnar because he likes to steal pushes from people.
the beast.
He's done it twice now.
Do you remember when Brock Lesnar won the Money in the Bank and he turned it into a boombox?
Unfortunately, I do remember that.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? Who they haven't used for this last time now tournament? That would be hilarious. Is our truth. Imagine like our truth coming out on both Raw and SmackDown to every like match and just like coming out and be like, "Yo, you're not even in the tournament." And then he'll be like, "Oh man, what are you talking about? I'm gonna face John Cena." Like, why haven't they used
It
more of our truth? Like, they brought him back. The fans were
is
protesting for him to come back. He comes back. He cuts his hair, which I was like, okay, we might be, going somewhere, and then just nothing. Because he injured? He's not injured.
no. I just seen him on TikTok. He was dancing and telling a story. You seen a girl? Okay.
That's Brock with the new signing, and it gives him clout again after a few years away from WWE.
Would be cool is could you imagine Brock coming back and taking Braun under his wing?
Like together as a tag team?
No, just kind of like you remember back in the day, like what, son? Yeah. Like back in the day when Bob Holly did it with Cody Rhodes.
You mean hardcore Holly?
Same guy.
I don't know. I feel like WWE would fumble that.
Well, that's the best part because I think Brock has creative control on his character. Of course, it would have to be managed by Heyman, but Brock
Uh,
versus Braun.
If they do that, that should be. I'm all for Mania. I mean, we
That would be perfect right there. What he just wrote. Imagine Braun Breaker beating Cena and then giving him all the momentum as this big beast, and then lining it up for Mania, Brock versus Braun.
even this. So you know how War Games is coming up. I'm assuming they're gonna be in the same cage
Hmm.
before they come out.
No,
So
different
if you
cages.
the little whatever the little box is, yeah, it's a cage, shark cage, whatever they want to call it, the War Games box. War Games. You remember last year? It was what? It was CM Punk and Roman kind of just saying you're gonna go next. Blah blah blah. Never let CM Punk go until CM Punk forced his way. So maybe we can like get. Maybe you're foreshadowing something. Maybe we can get Braun versus um Brock. Just that initial like rubbing heads. Like no, I'm going next. And maybe we kind of just start to see that kind of ignite into Chamber too. But now we're beyond the John Cena thing because that'll be after. Hi, Captain. I'm the guy that comments a few times a day on Facebook. Man, thank you so much.
I'm the
You
captain now.
no, you're not. No, thank you. I appreciate the support. I thank you for commenting on my Facebook. I appreciate it. Keep doing it. I'll respond back.
Like, well,
Yes, I will. You just made the list. Boondocks Classic. You just made the list.
man, I've been on that list.
Dude, I want Jericho to come back. You can't tell me you don't want Jericho back on one last run.
It depend. I try to make you laugh daily.
Dude, man, we all need to laugh.
No, he commented.
I try to make it. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now I always enjoy everyone's comments on there. All the crazy reels and memes and things I share on there. So yeah, man. Anything that you comment, I appreciate it.
Believe me, he actually does read all of those comments.
I laughed. I laughed. It's funny, it's funny when I throw up a random wrestler on there and I'll do the wrong answers only. And that's actually the most popular thing. Like everyone likes to put in like the who's it's not. Would love to see Jericho for a final. I'm all for it. I want it to happen. I'm a Chris Jericho homer. I like Chris Jericho. I always like Chris Jericho.
They
He's
should bring
got
back
one of the
Chris.
best. What's that?
They should bring back Chris Jericho, and then just have Gunther stomp him out,
Ah.
and then The Rock come out and ruin it.
You know, I'd like to see Jericho versus not like that. Let the man come back first. I want to see that countdown. Chris Jericho has. You want to talk about like iconic entrances? I think Jericho. I'm just gonna say I think Jericho has a top 10 entrance of all time, and you can put him at 10
And count it down.
and count it down. Okay, all right. I'm gonna
Actually,
put you on the spot.
kind of toward the end there, it was starting at 5, wasn't it?
Yeah,
In
because
the
he
begin,
started with 10.
yeah, he started with 10, and then then it kind of broke off to 5, and I think kind of toward his last run with the WWE, it was starting at 3.
Hmm. So, do you think he'll still stick with it? Man, he'll probably do something a little different, but with a countdown. So now that I said Chris Jericho top 10 all time interested, who do you think has the best all time?
All time best entrance ever. Gilbert.
Oh my gosh, this guy Gilbert.
The all time best entrance is probably the original Taz entrance.
Him coming out with the towel and the like heartbeat thing.
Yeah.
All time?
I'm talking about before WWF.
Triple H.
Triple
Triple
H
H
is good.
DX. Oh yeah, Triple H is. I'd put him top five best entrance.
I was a huge Triple H fan. I liked Triple H back when no one else did. I liked him back when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the Blue Blood.
Coming out to the ring. The Undertaker. That's that's actually
You,
was gonna be my pick as the best entrance, the most iconic entrance in WWE. Because you talk to fans from before who don't watch wrestling to even the current fans, and you're always gonna get something about the Undertaker. Even people who don't really know too much about wrestling, but they know of the Undertaker.
yeah. I heard in an interview with him once that he said if he expected the match was going to be stupid, he would take longer to walk to the ring.
There you go, dude. When you just hear like that initial like Undertaker music hit, like that just
I
sends like chills.
I miss the old Attitude Era Undertaker music
Oh,
before the
like the
gong and all that.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
back when it just do 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 do, it would come out of nowhere. I thought that was the best.
I saw this once. They said that the Judgment Day is the Timu version of the Ministry.
I guess,
Let's see. Old school Macho Man Randy Savage and Ultimate Warrior.
dude. Growing up, I'm a big Warrior fan. I'm beating a medallion for Ultimate Warrior, but I used to get tired watching that guy. Brood's a good one.
Brood, yes, the Brood.
How many members of the Brood were there?
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Oh yeah,
Grangel.
who?
Grangel. I said it wrong?
Gangrel?
Gangrel. Edge. Christian.
I was gonna say, damn, he ain't that forgettable.
Christian, right?
Yeah, there was a girl for like a small period,
I
but
wouldn't even know.
it was Gangrel's wife. But I only think she like accompanied him twice. I wouldn't even count it as a member, but yeah.
I got all three?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the win. I'll take the
Can you?
dub.
Me and you were talking about this a couple days ago. I'm gonna see if you remember it. Can you name all the members of the original Hardy Boys?
Jeff,
Who?
Jeff and Matt.
Okay.
Lita.
The original.
It was it was a woman.
Nope.
Oh, it wasn't. All right, tell me. I don't know.
Michael P.S. Hayes, man. He was their manager.
Oh, okay, okay.
She wasn't a member of the Brood, but she would come up with it. Yeah. Oh, God, that's gonna bug me now, and I'm not even gonna attempt it because she has a unique name, and I'm not gonna be like you and call him Giria Lila.
All right, so we got the Undertaker as the best like all time like intro entrance. Who would you put at two? Or
The
you don't
Blue
want to pick
Meanie.
the Undertaker?
The Blue Meanie.
Stop it! Stop it!
What's wrong with the Blue Meanie?
I'll take Gilbert over the Blue Meanie. At least Gilbert had pyro.
Gold Dust.
Gold
The
dust.
original Gold Dust.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
So I'm going Undertaker best all time entrance. Who's two? Who'd you put at two?
Just entrance, I mean, without putting like thought into it, you would probably have to go with Taker, probably Gold Dust,
Triple
uh,
H.
Triple H. China had a pretty good one. Shawn Michaels had a pretty decent one.
You know, Shawn Michael with all the pyros. That's how like I feel like if a wrestler has pyros, the company somewhat believed in them.
Stone Cold never had pyro.
That's true. Well, he had broken glass. Oh, Stone Cold. How did we not mention Stone Cold? Stone Cold's top three.
Stone Cold never had broken glass. He had the sound of breaking glass. He only had broken glass once. It was at a Mania. And he didn't like it. He said he actually cut his arm on it.
Ah. All right, I'm gonna change. I'm going Undertaker one,
Johnny.
Triple H two, Stone Cold three. Best
Oh,
entrance.
then the Brood. We forgot about the Brood.
Yeah, have broken glass. But no, you can't say the Brood. I'm talking about individual wrestlers. I didn't say factions. Because then you talk about factions. DX has to be.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Look, it's a pumpkin.
Do you know almost every great faction you can think of?
Pumpkin.
Triple H was a part of.
Evolution.
DX,
DX.
the corporation.
Okay. Three.
I can't open
There's
this.
only three, right? There's
I
only a
feel
part of
like there
three.
was one more. Do you remember the Power Trip? I remember the Power Trip.
Like Macho Man?
No, it was Stone Cold and Triple H. They had all the titles and they just went on a big power trip and destroyed everybody.
Mm.
But that was actually how Triple H tore his quad.
And then we got the biggest return of basically all time.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. That you said that's kind of right around when you actually started watching.
I hated Triple H. Because I was a big Rock fan, like early on. And The Rock would always get screwed somehow by Triple H. The body done. The Spirit Squad. I enjoyed the Spirit Squad. I like to see the Spirit Squad get their butt kicked all the time.
So, do you count Hornswoggle as a member of DX or no? Remember, they said he wasn't a member; he was a mascot.
You know, I met Hornswoggle.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. You met him at work.
Oh, thank you, buddy. So I have here on the Captainheel show. I have my son here with a little small fan. My son. Can you guess? Can y'all guess my son's your little captain? My son's favorite wrestler.
John Cena.
Other people, he said John Cena. And now you know what's crazy? Like I just have, out of all the wrestlers, don't do that. Out of all the wrestlers he could have picked, he picked John Cena, the guy who is retiring. Now he literally won't see him. You want John Cena to retire?
You okay?
Yeah.
My son had a action figure he was very fond of. It was Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. He
Yeah,
don't miss.
he called him Roro. I don't
Roro.
know why. Nickelodeon Tina slime.
Yeah, I think he was slimed a couple times.
Oh well, here's a good opportunity. Let Joseph ask you some questions that he's always wondered about the great captain.
Joseph, what questions you got for us? Kids love that. Yeah. They haven't announced anyone for next year's Hall of Fame, right?
Stephanie.
Didn't he do her? Wasn't that? Yeah, yeah. How long? How long you guys been wrestling fans? How long you been a wrestling fan? It must be a long time. If he really has to think, it's a long time.
33 years.
So I kind of started in like 99 to 2000, so I guess 25 for me. 25 years.
And I'm older than 33, but yeah.
25 years.
Rumors of Cena's Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, obviously the guy's going into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, all right, all right. Who do you think should induct John Cena?
Kurt Angle. Reality, who should induct him?
Yeah.
Stephanie.
You're talking about the story that Stephanie found him rapping on the bus, and
Yeah, because they were gonna
Stephanie
fire
basically
him.
gave John Cena or the Thugonomics
Yeah,
because
because they were
Stephanie saw that on the bus on a what was it, like a European tour,
yeah.
and she said, "Hey, you should probably do that on TV." And she had
45 years fan for me. You got me beat.
that's you're a Hall of Famer.
Who was the first wrestler you ever seen, Joseph? On TV, the person that pulled you into being a fan.
Wait, they're done. Wait, Daddy, you do eat it.
You want me to eat it?
Yep, Daddy, eat it.
Was that cheese?
No, it's a vanilla Tootsie Roll.
No,
Did you ever have a WWE ice cream bar?
Unfortunately, yes.
It was that bad.
Yeah, the original ones weren't that
The original
really.
one. So you never tried the new ones?
No. You ever have like a Walmart ice cream sandwich?
Yeah.
Worse than that. It tasted like freezer burnt cookies and cream kind of. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
So it's crazy. Have you ever been on the WWE shop?
Yes, I almost bought something today.
What did you almost buy?
Uh, I was thinking about buying. I don't know if you've seen it, but the Bret Hart
Did
zip up hoodie.
Did you see the Cody Rhodes one?
The Bret Hart one.
What was it? What color was it? Pink and black?
Yeah.
What was it, like 80, 80, 90
No,
bucks?
I think it was like 45.
Oh, that's not bad. You like Bret Hart?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik. I'm not gonna say the quote. I always say the quote when it's me and you talking. But I love the Sheik. I got like a few Iron Sheik shirts.
Yes, on the ice cream bar and sandwich. Okay, at best.
Yeah.
Bret's a good person.
Yeah. Brett is. Um, I tend to try like Brett is one of those guys. Like I've always liked his wrestling. I've always liked his character, but as a person, I never cared for him.
What did you?
Interesting thing about Brett. You know, almost every wrestler that you go back and you look at, like you could take D'Lo Brown and draws, and you go back all the way through it. Every one of those guys will say it was a freak accident. Things happen. No one's at fault. Bret Hart's the only one that ever really say, no, he did it.
Mm,
He did it on purpose.
that was great. Oh, let me ask you this: since we're on the subject of Bret Hart, what do you think of the screw job? Do you think Vince McMahon just was he had to do it for the business, even though obviously we know that wasn't a good look?
I understand. Wait, Stu Hart's dungeon produced a lot of pure wrestlers. Yeah. Um, I under I understand where Vince went with that because I seen a thing where Brett talked about, oh, he was just going to win the title, and the very next day he was going to go back on Monday Night Raw and relinquish the title.
Right.
But also, what was messed up about it was that night at midnight, his WCW contract would have started. So for him to show up on WWF under a WCW yeah, it. I understood where Vince was coming from.
But then, like, okay, so then the opposite, like, why, if he knew that his contract was starting the next night, why don't you just
Brett
do
couldn't walk out with the belt. Yeah,
fulfill your last day on the contract?
Brett.
Because he could have used that as fuel. WCW.
Yeah, because when they leave out of in the documentaries and that they leave a lot out, but they were trying to get around it where they were like drop it to Sean, and he said I wouldn't drop it to Sean. And the part that they leave out is they actually asked him to drop it to Taker, and he said he wouldn't drop it in Canada. That's where that quote comes from. I'm not going to drop it in Canada. But yeah, they were asking him to drop it to Taker, like at a house show or something, and he wouldn't. He didn't want to drop it.
It was nice to see Earl Hebner finally make peace this year in Toronto when he called a great match in TNA for the good guy.
Yeah,
Did
he's
you
a
know
good
that?
guy, huh?
I didn't know he came back to TNA to call that.
Yeah, Earl Hebner kind of got the wrong end of that stick of that whole Montreal thing. It kind of tarnished his career a bit.
I actually met Earl Hebner, and he was a very nice guy. We were just when I met him, we were just talking about wrestling, and he was just telling me like stories and stuff. So he's a good guy.
One guy that I met that kind of talked my ear off was Jerry Lynn. This was like back in, I want to say like 2003. But yeah, I remember him. He kind of talked my ear off.
Oh,
Yeah,
uh,
I I feel I get the fact he wouldn't do the job for Sean for whatever reason, but he should have dropped it to Taker when that was offered to him.
it would have been for the best,
Yeah,
and you would have dropped it to. I mean, it's Taker.
yeah. Vince and Taker both said that. I think it was like a week before they asked him, "Well, drop it to Taker at a house show," and he said, "Oh, I don't want to drop it in Canada."
Yeah. How so? When Bret Hart after that, how long did he last in WCW?
Well, it's actually kind of weird because he ended up like sitting home for like a year because they didn't have nothing for him creatively. But I believe altogether maybe 3 years.
Because
Wait,
before
2, 3, 4, yeah, like 3.5 years.
because before Brett left to WCW, he gave the chance for Vince to match it.
No, he said, if you pay me, he said, if you pay me $1 more than the contract I'm making right now, I'll stay. And Vince told him no.
Hmm. He's probably he at that point he's probably tired of Brett
Yeah,
and his
honestly.
demands.
But but he was, I don't know. I can't really speak on the ideology of Vince because if I was tired of Brett, I think I would have been tired of Sean too.
Yeah.
And I've seen Triple H and Kevin Nash talk about it quite a bit that they had to babysit that guy quite a bit.
Funny, Sean's running NXT down in Orlando.
Yeah, he turned a lot around. One guy that I don't know why you said Sean and this guy popped in my head, but one guy I feel that never got a good shake in the WWF that could have went far, but for some reason he's just kind of an afterthought. Is Ken Shamrock,
Did he? He didn't win a title in WWE, did he?
Intercontinental?
He beat The Rock.
Yeah, him and The Rock were having a feud. That's where the whole chair shot to his face, that famous chair shot. That's where all that came from.
So let me ask you this. Funny you mentioned Shamrock with the UFC ties. Do you feel like when Brock Lesnar left WWE to go to UFC just solidified when he came back of more of a beast that he is?
Well, I can correct you and say he technically didn't. he didn't leave WWE for the UFC.
He finished his contract.
No, he left and went to Japan and wrestled, I want to say, out there for a year. And then he came back and tried football. Then he went to the UFC.
Hmm.
Shamrock didn't have a personality. Yeah,
To me, he was weird and like just crazy.
Shamrock. Yeah. Few of those guys didn't have personalities, but they were entertaining to watch. Shamrock, Steve Blackman, Al Snow, Big Boss Man.
Do you think Brock's daughter will end up in WWE?
I hope not.
Really?
Yeah. I I don't think she would bring in the same intensity that her dad did.
But if she did, should Paul Heyman help
No.
her? No.
He'll probably mentor her behind the scenes, but not out in the ring.
Who in the current indie scene, either former or never been signed to WWE, should get an opportunity
What kind of opportunity?
to go to the WWE?
Not not every wrestler wants to go to the WWE. Because I always thought like a great wrestler. We somewhat talked about him earlier. Sammy Guevara. I thought he was really good, but he never wanted to go to the WWE, and they actually reached out to him a few times.
Hmm.
Another one that never wanted to go to the WWE was James Storm. He was about to, but then he changed his mind. What part of the country do you guys live? Right. I live at the top of the state. you you actually live at the bottom of the state,
I do.
or not state, country.
I live. Let's see if you can get this. I live in the hometown of NXT.
Knoxville?
No, that's kind of a hard question with all the developments. I'll tell you mine. Zilla Fa 2.
Hey, you
That's
can't
what I want.
swear on here.
Zilla Fa 2.
Right now, no.
Eventually. I don't care when.
Eventually.
I don't
Right
care
now,
when.
no, because I feel like there's too many Samoans.
Well, yeah,
I
he can
feel
beat them all up.
no, I feel like they would bring them in, and because there's so many right now, they wouldn't use them properly.
Ooh, NXT. Yeah, Orlando.
Jordan?
JBL? The cabinet? JBL was a great heel. Yeah, his gimmick was very unique. It was a cowboy businessman. Like he did a great job with that. I don't know what current wrestler on the WWE roster can take on that type of like his gimmick. Nobody.
Hangman
In WWE,
in WWE? Gunter. Somehow I feel like that would be the funniest thing to ever watch.
Gunther come out to the JBL theme.
No, Gunther trying to be a cowboy, an American cowboy.
I was trying to think of before NXT. It was in Sanford with Cole and WWF HQ. Why? Why are their headquarters in Connecticut? Right, that's where it's at.
No, because the W it goes back to territories. The WWF is New York,
Mm-hmm.
that whole area. That's why, like, when you hear old wrestlers talk and they're like, "Oh, back when I used to have to go to New York," they're talking about the WWF
Yeah.
or the WWWF.
So let me ask you this: is a question that me and you have had a conversation about the WWE Hall of Fame and why there's not an actual place for it.
Yeah,
Should it be an actual place?
I the original HQ territory and business licensings, Texas. Yeah. Um, kind of what I suggested when we talked about it. I think it should be a, kind of like a traveling Hall of Fame, something they
Right.
bring to each arena. I don't know how they would make that look, but they do it with everything else. You think they would do it with a Hall of Fame?
Well, what is it over there in Riyadh and stuff? They had like the WWE experience, and like that's something that they can do in a traveling Hall of Fame. I mean, they technically, if you want to think of it, kind of do that for WrestleMania,
Yeah.
whatever WrestleMania is, but I think that'd be a different avenue of business for like WWE. Like they already travel, they already have the trucks for it. But then would you think of if everything in the Hall of Fame was properly like boxed and taken care of, like wouldn't it have wear and tear?
Well, you wouldn't need merchandise in the Hall of Fame. It'd just be like the plaques
Okay.
or a giant poster, or you know, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be.
That could be a lot more digital too now.
Yeah,
And like, there's I don't know, there's things they can do. I miss how they did the old Hall of Fame where it wasn't just done at SmackDown after the show. It was on Saturday night or the day before Mania. When Mania was only one day, they really didn't think about it when they started. They need to find a permanent building for that warehouse. Really, a merch would be nice. Maybe Las Vegas.
that's kind of what happened with the whole WWF New York. They were gonna do like a restaurant slash WWF shop slash like Hall of Fame kind of
Hmm.
museum thing, and it never expanded past the restaurant, and no one liked the food at the restaurant. I never got to go to the restaurant, but a lot of people said that it was very mediocre bar food,
Mm.
overly priced bar food. But since you brought it up, what do you think about WWE keep going overseas?
You said what overseas?
What do you think about them continuously going over there and giving them a WrestleMania?
I'm not a huge fan of it. So in my opinion, I think London should have got WrestleMania. I think they deserve it. But I think WrestleMania should stay in the US. But I don't know. It's just more of an opinion thing. I mean, you can see why they're doing it. I mean, it's
I didn't mind. I don't mind WrestleMania going outside the states. I just don't like the fact that you can purchase it. Like I wouldn't mind it going to Paris. I don't mind it going to Australia, Canada, but the fact that they were able to buy it, I didn't like.
that's like putting the Super Bowl in like I don't know, pick where like pick your place. I think WrestleMania should just stick in the U.S. Have the cities bid for it.
Overseas is a good thing. There's a big need for it, but TKO money talks. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? Like we had plenty of these conversations where like WWE needed to make a deal because they were losing money.
They still are.
I mean, these ticket prices are just outrageous for starters. I mean,
I
did you
seen
have you seen the prices for the photo ops for Survivor Series?
No, I seen the ticket prices for floor seats for John Cena's last match, his actual last match.
Was it at 10?
It,
10,000?
it was at 5
5?
for middle floor seats.
For $5,000, John Cena better come out himself and put me in my chair.
I mean, no, I ain't saying it's a bad thing. I'm just, you know, I I don't know how to word that without sounding making it sound funny. It where yeah, wherever the best offer, because I mean the Super Bowl somewhat does that with the states. It
Right.
They do purchase it. I just don't like it going over there because you don't get the opportunity. Amer- um, Americans don't really get the opportunity to go over there. Unaffordable, but people are paying. So yeah, I mean, if you can get away with selling it, people are willing to pay it.
I don't know. I feel like, and maybe it's just
Not all of us get to live in Orlando and get to go watch NXT for free.
being Captain Heel's good. That's why I'm the champion.
I have a old tickets over there somewhere, a bunch of Raw and
You know what I
SmackDown
wish
tickets.
WWE would do? Like, with how the prices are done per like event, and we know the resale ticket prices are crazy. They should do like a couple tickets being like a lottery system where you pay. It's like a sweepstakes, right, to the show. You get a seat, but you don't know what it is. It's like a minimum. It's a sweepstakes, if that makes sense. Have a fan who probably can't afford it and has never like had a front row seat have the opportunity and the chance to sit actually in the front row.
Is
Like I
there
know they do the
ways to
seat
buy the whole
upgrades.
front row on a house show for $240 back?
Oh wow.
Nowadays, that's like a nosebleed section, $240. I remember going to I want to say it was SmackDown. It had been yeah, SmackDown. It was pretty early, maybe early 2000s. I remember we got to sit near the front, and I want to say we spent $60
Do
per
you think
ticket.
that you think these ticket prices will like go down, balance out, or
No, not if people are paying what they're paying now.
I know they do seat upgrades and stuff depending on the event, but like, what did you think of my idea? You think it's just like probably never happened?
Never happened.
Yeah. If I was AEW, I'd do that,
Yep.
and I'd showcase, hey, these guys originally were gonna blah blah blah, and they're the fans of the night. Have like or a family or like two people save two seats. Hey, these are our winners for coming out to the show. We just want to show appreciation. Like that would go such a long way. I feel like with Vince McMahon being more to the family audience than kind of like what it is now, because I feel like WWE TKO is if you got the bread, they got the spread. And if you don't have the bread, well, you can just watch it on TV. You know, you only have to subscribe to like 5 different places, but you can still watch it. $185 gets you one nosebleed at Survivor Series San Diego. And if you were on the pre-sale list and purchased the day on sale, that is crazy.
See, the only I wouldn't want to pay that. I wouldn't want to pay that. I could see why people would just to
I
say
rather
that just to say that you went, but I wouldn't pay that.
I'd rather watch it at home. Maybe get some merch. All right, so all right, let's talk about like the cost real quick of a current WWE show. You pay for the ticket, parking if you don't take Uber, and you're still gonna have to pay if you take Uber, right? You want merch. That's more. Food, maybe a drink, souvenir cup. You're, you're
When before they changed the prices and all that, the gas to go there, the hotel, the tickets, all the amenities that were inside with it, plus the parking. I want to say just to go to an average Monday Night Raw before the whole inflation and all that stuff used to cost like about $2,000 on average
this is stupid.
for me.
I'd like to go to like the upcoming shows, right? On like Ticketmaster or whatever, and just mess around, like just see what the ticket prices are in the cities. The bigger states, the cities, you already know the prices are. But the more like states in the middle are, a little bit cheaper. No. Oh, so you're not going to SummerSlam?
I want to.
Have you been looking?
No. Once I
No.
saw the prices, I stopped paying attention.
Would you go for a meet and greet?
Depend on who I was meeting.
You get to pick it. And
Okay.
then say it's free and it's 2 hours away. But you get to meet them. Picture.
I'll have to find the picture, but I did that for Raven and Disco Inferno. I think I told you about that. Disco Inferno was an asshole. Yeah, he was an asshole.
All right, let's do one question. Last question of the night.
6 inches.
Should Sting have gone over at WrestleMania against Triple H?
No,
Why?
I thought it was. I don't feel like it needed to be at Mania, but I felt like that was a good story how they did it. Where in the end it was WWE versus WCW in the end.
I still think Sting should have won, but he still had his moment. That was a great moment for him.
Are you glad Sting and Taker never fought?
Like, do I get it early on or like past their prime, take a retirement borderline?
At any period.
So in my mind in 2K, I've made this happen several times. Um yes. Yes, I do. I'm going to say yes.
I'm gonna say no. I don't feel as much as fans wanted that match. I don't feel in any era, in any age, that they could ever live up to the hype that fans have put onto that match.
Would Sting have been the heel? Had to have.
He would have to be.
Yeah. So Undertaker would go over.
Yeah. I mean, they did wrestle before, just not as Taker and Sting.
Right.
I
Well,
mean, Sting
man,
was still Sting. It's just Taker wasn't Taker.
I will say this about Sting
He wears a lot of white,
in black.
silver for a small period.
As far as people in the wrestling industry all time, I'd put his face paint top 10 best all time. Top 10.
Is there even 10?
I mean, put Jeff Hardy,
Let me think. Kamala,
Goldust,
Goldust, Legion of Doom, Disasters. And the sad part is, like, as soon as we get off of this, I'll name them all off like nothing.
Demon Baylor,
Oh, Boogeyman.
Boogeyman,
I don't think there is.
Demolition.
Yeah, I said Demolition. I don't think there. I don't think there is 10 face paints.
All right,
That was the original question. Easy top
all
10.
right. So, who would you put number one best face paint all time?
Roddy Piper.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, Warrior was up there.
Best wrestling attire. Oh, I gotta pick Macho Man. You know I gotta pick Macho.
Best ring attire. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say Macho Man.
Yeah. I mean, Ric Flair had the robe, but like as far as outfits, Macho Man. Shawn Michaels, he was all right.
Well, technically, Ric Flair is a stolen gimmick.
Are we going down this rabbit hole
Yeah,
of who?
they're Buddy Rogers.
That's way past my time, buddy. But Macho Man.
Gorgeous George.
Best singlet, Andre the Giant. Big Show's not even close.
Oh no! Did you see Taz's?
Oh yeah.
I don't think you can beat that one. No.
Name me
Owen Hart.
name
Oh,
all the wrestlers that come out to the ring in a towel. Taz, Samoa Joe,
Val Venus.
Val Venus,
Sable that one time.
Mr. Perfect,
Mr. You said wearing a towel.
wearing a towel and bringing the towel.
Okay. Adrian Donis. I think that was a towel.
John Cena,
Never seen it.
Jeff Hardy.
That wasn't a towel. That was a shirt.
Ah, okay, all right, all right. That
That
was onto
that
something.
that is actually a weird thought. Like, how many wrestlers come out with a towel?
That's gonna be my next meme.
How many wrestlers come out with a towel? Now you got me thinking. Was that a towel around Adrian Donis's neck? I believe it was.
JBL at times.
Who's your favorite old school wrestler?
How old is
Old.
considered old school?
Let's say 80s. And don't pick Macho Man or Hulk Hogan.
I don't think I know my 80s people like that. Ric Flair?
You play it safe.
Still Nature Boy.
No, he's not.
Limousine riding?
No, let me think.
Yeah, I don't know my 80s people like that.
Dynamite Kid.
All right, guess the wrestler, 60 seconds.
Oh, I'm not doing that. That is like the dumbest thing you could do. You got 60 seconds to guess the wrestler.
Third
That's
version of John Cena. What color? What year? Go.
oh man. I told you my thought on it. Um, unless you nail it with a Hail Mary pre-shot, you're not gonna guess. You would need longer than 60 seconds and you would need clues. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, we still talking about towels? Jake Roberts? Did Jake Roberts have a towel?
How many wrestlers came out with an animal? Jake the Snake.
I want you to answer this.
Jake the Snake.
Okay.
Coco Beware.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good now. You didn't think I was gonna get that, did you? The one white guy. Sorry, I can't say his name. That had like the spider thing. Is that
British Bulldogs. Coco Beware, Jake the Snake. Uh God. Undertaker came out with a vulture one time. Sting used to come out with a, was it a raven? Might have been a crow.
Mr. Iguana, does that count?
Of course that counts.
Yes. Coco B flat.
Uh
Santino, the Cobra.
Scott Steiner.
What did he bring out?
It was only one time, but
Hey.
what animal do you think Scott Steiner brought out? It's Scott Steiner. What animal do you think he would bring out?
Pitbull.
He brought out a tiger.
Okay. Well, I think that is a wrap on YouTube Live for the night. Do you have a final word? Where can people find you?
Over there.
Over there. Ricky Steamboat. I feel like after this, after I shut it off, all the questions that we had.
Yeah, he came out with a Komodo dragon one time.
Ah, okay, okay. All the questions we asked, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like,
Just don't call me.
that would be my next video. Like when you think of like a random moment from wrestling, and I'll be like, go back to bed. Be like, is
You
Vince McMahon
do that.
okay from the limo?
You call me at work.
Find me in San Diego 619. Hey.
I'm from the land of Verngania.
Boondocks Classic right here. You're on YouTube,
I
TikTok.
I haven't uploaded nothing on YouTube yet.
That's all right, but you're going to.
One day. I'm getting there.
25 minutes away from Dominic. You better bring tenders. But
25 minutes away from Dominic? When he was in jail?
dead. Who bailed him out? Liv Morgan?
No, at the time I think it was Rhea.
Ah. You think they should go back together eventually? Or that's done?
She outgrew him.
Basically. But yeah, you're on Tendy's Ranch, Liv Morgan. So you're on YouTube and TikTok at Boondocks Classic. And your captain, Captainheel. I'm everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok, Threads. I'm even on X.
I have no clue what threads are.
It's like it's like with Instagram. I got it. It's long story. But thank you for everyone who watched. Shout out to the MVP, Joseph, for hanging around, giving us some great feedback. Always with comments. You got final words?
At least you didn't hang up this time.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Say his name and he appears. Captainheel, Boondocks, signing out.